You want to clear your throat.
Hello, fellow knife enthusiasts. Tonight I have a quick review of another knife that I purchased. This one is going to replace the other knife that I reviewed just the other week ago, which was the Cold Steel Voyager XL. Really good knife, but for me it just, I don't know, just the quality wasn't as good as I was expecting, so I got something that I think is better, and it's also half the price, which is awesome. The knife that I'll be reviewing tonight is the SOG Flash II, and this one is the straight edge, non-serrated of course, with the drop tip. Give you some more specs here in a little bit once we get it opened. This is the nice packaging that it comes in, all nice and black and white and simple. And comes with their little booklet of other stuff they want you to buy, and a nice little plastic baggie that you can put lizards in and stuff, I guess. I don't know. This is the actual knife itself. Really nice, very well built, and very happy with it so far, as my dog hits the camera again and again. Move it, Fatty. Okay, moving on. I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way because this knife is assisted, so I don't want to knock anything off the table when I start opening it. A couple details about the knife real quick as far as the materials. The overall length is 8 inches once opened. Closed length is 4.5 inches. The weight is only 3.10 ounces, and the blade thickness is 0.13 of an inch. Obviously it's a folding knife, and the locking system is a piston. Also has reversible low carry, and you could also engrave it if you were, so desiring to do so, which I wouldn't really bother with that myself. Other details, the blade itself, really happy with the blade. It's a OS A8 material. Again, the blade itself is 3.5 inches, and it is a satin finish blade. And the handle is a glass reinforced nylon. So, little bits of glass in there, somewhere, that we'll never see. But the knife, like I said, it's very well made, basically no play or wobble at all. The blade's a fingerprint magnet, but I try to make sure nobody's, constantly touching the knife, which everybody likes to do when they open it, but what can you do? One thing I thought was kind of funny is that even though it's an assisted knife, it has a safety here that you can turn on or off, but the knife itself, I don't think there's really any danger of it accidentally opening, but with that flip of that little switch there, there's no way you can get it open. You open this, and then you're all set. So the actual blade mechanism, I've had a couple of assisted knives. It's really quick. It's not the fastest I've ever had, but it's definitely not slow, and you can adjust the little pivot there to loosen it up a bit to make it deploy faster. It also has a arc lock on the side, which is very reminiscent of the Benchmade locking mechanism, which is my favorite. So glad that it's assisted, low pocket carry, and it's got a metal clip. That's another thing I really like. The blade material is what I prefer, and just the design, the ergonomics are really nice. So I'm going to try to zoom in again. We all know how this turns out every single time. I'm going to pull the camera closer. Hey, look, there's the floor. Check that out. That's cool. But let's see, get this position here. Actually, our tripod is a little bit non-cooperating as of late. So let's try to get this focused a little bit and give you kind of a close-up here of the actual material, and see all of the pretty little details of it. So I like to give everything really close, so you know exactly what you're seeing should you choose to order it. And there's a lanyard hole. It is smaller than most knife holes though, so you have to get a little bit of really thin paracord. Again, this is the unlocked mechanism, and there's locked. So switches there. There's the SOG logo, arc lock. You can open and close it either way, or either direction when it's open or closed. But once you do open the knife, it switches back to the proper position, so it doesn't matter which way you have it. Again, it's got a nice little extra design there on the bushing there, so you can adjust the pivot. You can see there the SOG Flash II, and a lot of really good grip here on the back. There is the pocket clip, which, as I mentioned, you can actually just take it out and flip it the other way if you want to left carry it, if you're weird, I guess. And lastly, here's a close-up of the blade itself. You could almost get my fingerprints off this blade through the internet. It's so fingerprinty-ish. And there we go. It's a really good knife, really sharp knife. And like I said, usually you can get these for about 45, well, between 40 and 50, depending where you go with shipping. So really good knife, really good price. I think I prefer it just as much, if not a little bit more, than the Benchmade I had, but the Benchmade was almost 3 times as much. So hope you enjoyed it.